Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the show. Today is Tuesday, March 26, 2019, and Heather, you're a little close to me today.
I know.
We've got Scott Hallam joining us here, filling in for Jamie this week.
Glad to be here.
Scott Hallam, welcome back to this show.
Thank you.
It has been, what is it, 2 years?
2 years. You've really still kind of dumpy, but
it's guerrilla television here. You know, that's what we. That's
got
what
his
told.
mail just outside the screen.
Get this out of here. Get it out of the way. You know, we got things over here.
Pre-production is just kind of like this.
Pre-production, push it all out of the way.
Yep.
But this is still guerrilla television.
You are making improvements every time.
We are. We got the lights now, fancy lights. We got Regis hanging up. Regis is behind me right here.
Several pictures of Regis.
Regis is always here.
And then, oops, wait.
Now every time, there we are. Oh yes, Heather and Jamie are behind us as well.
I don't like that this is backwards.
Multiple pictures of Regis.
So we thank you for joining us here this week.
My pleasure.
You're actually here because next week we have a show with referee Dave Dwinell, the former WWE referee, and we called the man.
Yes.
Back in action. The man right here. You know, not Becky Lynch, but Scott, Dr. Gash Hallam.
We happen to share the same T-shirt design.
You do.
Becky Lynch and myself.
Becky Lynch and yourself. Yes. Now, every time you've been here, there's always been chaos that has gone on. Several times you've been here. I can't imagine what you have in store for us this week. But we have a big show for everybody tonight.
Okay.
Now, we have the former candidate for New York State Governor, Dutchess County Executive Marc Molinaro. People caught that on Friday. We had a little Facebook Live that we did, and we shared that for everybody. Yeah. And he has a big announcement for everybody, the Dutchess County Executive. Announced right here on the show. So stay tuned for that. And then we're going to go over to Columbia County, and I took the show over to Hits. I was called out by Cameron Newkirk and Austin June. And their father, Cameron's father, Rob Newkirk, owns this batting cages called Hits over there, where the Little League kids, they go over there and train and practice, and they can go over there, have birthday parties there, and their batting cages. And you're going to see Matt play a little baseball.
Can't wait.
Yeah, you wanted to body slam me through a table.
I think you were being more aggressive. I know I'm walking out with that title.
And then we also are going to go to Catskill High School to give a little preview of the Catskill High School musical, which your daughter is in.
Yes, my daughter.
That's this weekend.
She's a candlestick and a townsperson.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, candlestick and a townsperson. Okay.
Yes.
And we don't really have too much community news for everybody this week because we have a huge show. But I wanted to point out that this is Restaurant Week here in Greene County.
Yes.
And Restaurant Week goes until the 31st. You know, Matt doesn't do any cooking, so Matt has been enjoying Restaurant Week in the fine establishments throughout Greene County. You know, they got a map right here, and it's got all the information that some of the places: Tory G's, Rip Van Winkle Brewing, Atelier Restaurant. You know, we go there all the time. Creekside, that's your place.
I don't own it.
Well, no, but you're there quite often. You know, there's quite a few places. That's just in Catskill.
He really doesn't do any cooking. His kitchen is filled up with old Live with Matt videos and pictures of himself. That's all it's in the kitchen. I'm looking at it right now.
And balloons.
Yeah.
Good Lord. And then Cooksaki's got quite a few. That Shay forgot his.
Air horn! No, just kidding.
I thought for sure you had something there. I wasn't sure. But let's get to it. You ready for this, Scott? Let's go over to the Dutchess County Executive, Marc Molinaro. Here we go.
Let's go.
All right, we've made it over here, and it is an honor and a privilege for us to welcome, first of all, the Catskill, New York, but also to the Live with Matt, Heather, and Jamie studios, the Honorable Mr. Marc Molinaro.
I finally made it.
You finally made it here.
I've arrived.
We have been promoting you for the last 2 months to be here.
Well, actually, I purposely rescheduled on you so that I get 2 months of free publicity.
2 months of free publicity.
They actually were turning us on to fake news.
Yes, that's what they thought, exactly. Now,
sure you're going to have him on the show.
Just a little background here. Now, Marc is the Dutchess County Executive.
Yes.
Right now. He was the youngest mayor of Tivoli at age 18.
19.
19. Oh, my facts. 19, okay. Former New York State Assemblyman.
Right.
How many years?
6 years in the state assembly.
6 years. And, of course, most famously known as the former candidate for New York State Governor.
That's right.
Who we all supported here on this show.
You were the three.
We were the three that were supportive of you. Now, Speaking of all that, what was your experience running for governor?
Yeah, I loved it. Honestly, I really, it was a slog, and every day was a busy day. I mean, when you weren't working, you were thinking about working. When you weren't thinking about working, you slept, and then we started all over again. I mean, it was just nonstop. But I loved it. I mean, I got to visit every part of the state. I met thousands upon thousands of people, and at the end of the day, listen, I know that coming in first is better than coming in second in an election, but 2.2 million people voted for me, and that's an honor.
You won the majority of the New York State counties.
I did,
So,
yes.
and that speaks volumes in itself. And
Yeah.
a lot of us here in upstate New York, really felt strongly that you had a good shot at this, and we were out there working for you. Did you have any funny moments as you were out traveling these counties of New York State?
Well, there were a handful. I mean, actually, I will tell you this. Some of the strangest moments were on the subway in New York City. I'd be standing on a train and talking to people, and the next thing you know, I'm giving directions. Some family in from Texas wants to go visit the 9/11 museum, which was I mean, it's just a touching museum. But to be like tour guide was kind of fun. Right. But on any given day, I could be in the middle of, let's say, Chinatown in New York City, have to drive out to Long Island, and then come up to Schoharie.
Right.
Now, not funny, but shocking culturally, right? I mean, you're going from one extreme to the other.
That's right.
A lot of fun in that regard. And honestly, I met thousands upon thousands of really interesting and fun people. I sang with a fella at a subway platform in New York City. Yes.
That video.
You did. There was. I want to suggest that he may have been struggling to find a home.
Okay.
And he started singing, and I just jammed down with him, and we had a blast.
There you go.
And then really touching moments where I met families with kids living with disabilities who really felt we were speaking for them, which was really moving. And then a number of times I was out on the road with my family in an RV traveling the state. So we had all these kind of cool opportunities.
Now, how many kids you have?
17. I think they just keep coming.
You just had another one recently.
Well, upstate New York is losing population. My wife and I are working to reverse that. Yes, right. We just welcomed our fourth. My wife was pregnant throughout the campaign. She delivered. I of course didn't do much. Yes. November 29th. So it was kind of funny when she told me that she was expecting. It was right after I had decided we were going to run, and I said to her, "Well, do you want me not to run?" She said, "Yeah, right. Like you changed your mind." But she left me a note, and she said, one way or another, November 2018 is going to be a special month. And so honestly, I feel badly for the people who put a lot of trust in me. I wish that I could be standing up and fighting for them. I love my work today. I do. I love being county executive, a beautiful part of the state. Yes, but at the end of the day, I come home to a family that I adore, and that's the most important thing.
Well, we adore you here too.
Oh, well, there you go.
So, what do you think about the current state of affairs in New York government, economy, taxes, our farmers, our veterans, some ideas that you took across the state last year?
Yeah. Well, I mean, listen, I'm careful because, elections are won and lost, and the guy who wins gets to govern, so I don't like to be the person standing on the sideline throwing grenades. New York's in trouble. I mean, there are two New Yorks. There's upstate, downstate, there's rich, there's poor, there's the people on the inside, and then the rest of us sort of looking on the outside. And you know this. So the high property taxes, the burden on local businesses, small businesses, families, and farmers. We lead the nation in out-migration. New York loses more people to other states than any state in America, except for Alaska. And in the case of Alaska, it is likely the weather. For the rest of us, it's taxation and regulation. So we're struggling. And if we don't confront that, this state is not going to rebound. So, I'd like New York to do better. I'd like us to work on reducing taxes, reducing the regulation, really supporting small businesses, families, farmers, veterans. But the other is we should be doing the things we do. We should do them well. I mean, you know this. Whether it's supporting those living on Medicaid, or it's providing assistance to those with developmental disabilities, or that fellow looking for a home, in New York City. What we do in New York is so gummed up by bureaucracy and not really focused on delivering service. Everything we do is more expensive. So I just think that we can be better in delivering services for people. We can do it in a more affordable way. And at the end of the day, we could reduce costs and make New York, a higher quality of life for all New Yorkers.
And you're doing that right now in Dutchess County.
I
It's
follow
funny.
you. Thank you.
No,
what
Dutchess is going on down there.
Well, thank you.
You know, I try to mirror some of that here in Greene County.
Do you now? well, I'm sure you'll catch up.
We're trying here in Greene
No,
County.
you guys are great, and you were great to me during the campaign. But I will say that, listen, the Hudson Valley is we're more affordable than other parts of the state, but we're still very very expensive as it relates to other states in the country. That said, the Hudson Valley is a beautiful place to live, work, and raise a family, and it's kind of you to say so. But Dutchess, our economy has never been stronger. We've led the region in job creation, 16 months of private sector job growth, 5 years of property tax cuts. We have the highest bond rating of any county in the state of New York, and the lowest unemployment rate we've seen in 17 years. We've got jobs being created, hundreds upon hundreds of new jobs being created in Dutchess, and we've welcomed dozens of new businesses, and really have supported some small innovators that are creating new job opportunities. So we're doing well.
Yes.
We all need to be more affordable, and we all need to do more, but Dutchess is doing well.
Great. Great.
I don't know. Want to answer my question after that? I like.
You like that good enough?
I do. I want to keep talking about what's going on in Dutchess, but so outside of Lower Hudson Valley, then looking into the Upper State New York, I'm gonna change the question around, Matt, because I like to do that for you.
They do whatever they want around here, I'm just here. They take right over,
So tell the viewers some of the places that you visited, the beautiful places that you visited or that you felt.
In
And
upstate or
I'm going to
anywhere?
say upstate New York or
come on. Well, Catskill.
below
He was
Hudson
on
Valley.
Main Street in Catskill, for goodness sakes.
I ate everywhere.
Everywhere.
Oh, that was a street fair too.
Yeah. No,
Yeah, that was good.
yes, we ate our way through New York. That's for sure.
Yeah.
It's really hard. I mean, there isn't.
Taste New York.
I listen, and I don't want to be that guy, but every region was really special. I mean, and I always had something that we could really celebrate and have fun. I mean, my family, we were up in Rochester in Western New York. We did the Finger Lakes, but every part of the state there was something that I really enjoyed. Plattsburgh got to experience a lot of sort of the outdoor life. I will say Cooperstown is one of those special places. I just love being, not just for baseball, but it's sort of a small community, really nice. Western New York, we had a great time out in Niagara, a great time. Buffalo's a beautiful city.
Yeah.
So I mean, you're not going to get me to say, and it's one place. I'm not being political. They're just, I got to take in so much from so many different places. I mean, we did a farm tour in St. Lawrence County, and you probably were more farm animals than, I met more farm animals than people that day. But we went from one location to another, which was just more.
Them to vote.
Yeah, that's right. It just got more and more beautiful. No, I mean, it just, every part of the state was great. And you didn't say downstate for a reason, but, listen, we spent a lot of time on Long Island. My wife got to enjoy a little bit of Montauk. I saw some of it. But every part of the state was special for different reasons. And, but as I used to say when I worked in the state assembly, the best part of going someplace else is coming home again. And coming home again was the best part.
Now, speaking about coming home, tell us, all of our viewers here in Greene County, Columbia County, Southern Albany County, what's going on? We're all over the place. Tell us a little bit about what's going on in Dutchess County. Now, I saw some of your Think Differently initiative, which we pushed up here in Greene County. And what are some of the other initiatives you got going on in Dutchess County?
Well, first I should start with the Think Differently initiative. I wear this band to remind me that this year Dutchess County is hosting the New York State Special Olympics Summer Games. We had hosted, please, and I'm going to tell you how to do that.
When is that
So that's, I'm going to get the dates almost right? It's either the 15th or 16th of June. I think it's June 15th and 16th. It's a weekend. And we're looking for volunteers. We need 2,000 volunteers. Dutchess hosted the Winter Games 2 years ago. We had the most volunteers that the Special Olympics ever had. We need 2,000 to sign up. So if you're interested, SpecialOlympicsNY.org, SpecialOlympicsNY.org. Sign up from wherever you are. You can do everything from simply sitting in seats and cheering. Like some audience members can maybe do that. To helping set up and take down games. So it's just a beautiful and really special experience. If you get a chance, you really should do it.
And I've got that post so I can share with
Is the age for that? Can anybody?
Anybody. You can have kids right up to Matt's age and older. But so we're hosting those games. I was saying actually as I came in, Dutchess is we're launching our new tourism plan this year. So we're we're focused on really promoting Dutchess tourism. Last year, we welcomed millions of visitors into Dutchess, $600 million worth of spending. It's one of the strongest aspects of Dutchess County's economy.
Distinctly Dutchess?
Distinctly Dutchess.
See, I do pay attention to what's
We're good
going
with
on
alliteration.
That's true. You always have to have a little catchphrase.
Yes,
That's
distinctly
that's
Dutchess.
Right, exactly.
Listen, we have great tourism destinations from the FDR and CIA to great farms and historic sites to visit. So we welcome folks to.
Well,
to
I
the county.
usually get on the train down there. I take. Yes, I go down to Poughkeepsie and I get on the train to go down to my good friend Kelly Ripa.
Oh, you're good friend?
Yeah, my good friend, yes.
Well, before
I
you
go
get on
down-
the train and see Kelly, I mean, that's what you call it, right?
That's Kelly, yeah. I mean, we're on a first-name
should-
basis
you,
here.
you, I hope you've taken advantage of Walkway Over the Hudson.
I
beautiful
have.
walk. This is their
Yes.
10th year, celebrating 10 years.
That's great, yeah, and I definitely want to check that out.
Now,
again.
invite Kelly to come
Yeah,
on.
I'll bring Kelly up. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe she'll do the show over the Walkway Over the Hudson, right? Now, we want to get to it. Now, I don't know if you're aware of this, but President Reagan, before he was president,
He was on the show?
he wasn't on this show, but he was on AM Los Angeles with my good buddy Regis Philbin.
Ah, you're
And
good. Reg.
Regis, yes. Regis wrote to me letters. We keep in
I've heard
contact.
this, yes.
Yes. Now, before he became president, he was on Regis' show. Now, I want to ask our audience here, do you have anything that you'd like to announce here on this show for your future?
Did Reagan announce? Did Reagan announce he was running for president?
I don't know if he announced it on Regis' show, but I'm ready to make some announcement here to our people.
I've got big news.
Big news. Wait, stay tuned. Here we go. You ready for this? What's the news?
Chili for dinner tonight. It's a big thing in my house. I have no news for you. What do you want
No
from me?
news.
No,
Well-
I was on Regis's show too, not with President Reagan.
Now, you were on Regis' show, so when was this?
This was 19.
Regis.
This had to be 1995. I had just been elected mayor of Tivoli. I was 19 years old, and I was on live with Regis and Kathy Lee.
Wow.
Yeah, I was a guest of their show. I was
You
40
were a
pounds heavier
guest?
and 25 years younger.
Wow. Well, we're definitely going to have to send this down to Kelly Ripa.
I'm sure
and
she's
find
waiting.
out. She's probably waiting.
Yeah, she's waiting for you.
Waiting for you to return. Maybe if she knew that when you were running for governor, I think the outcome would have been a little different.
I know. Tell me about it.
Well, we appreciate you being here.
I'm happy to be here.
It's
Thank
a
you.
true honor to have you up
No,
here.
stop. This
it
is
really is. I mean, really was a long time in coming, and I really appreciate you making the trip up here from Poughkeepsie. Right? Is that where your office is?
My office is in Poughkeepsie, but as you know, I live in Red Hook.
You live in Red Hook.
So
okay,
this is
so
like
not too far away.
No, this is very close to home.
Very close to home. Okay. So we've got another segment that we're going to air the following week.
Okay.
And we're going to play a game if you'd like to.
So we're going to tease.
We're going to do a little game. Yep. So you got to tune in next week for this.
Okay.
All right.
I'm
so
looking forward to it.
You're looking forward to it. All right. So we're going to have that next week. But right now, thank you, Mark, for being here this
You want me to
week.
leave now?
No. Stay right here. Don't go anywhere. Right now, we're actually going to go over to Greenport over in Hudson. And I had the kids on the Little League team are trying to teach me how to play baseball.
How'd that go?
Well, take a look. Made it over here to Hits, over here in Greenport in Columbia County, and it's a pleasure. Thank you for having us over here, Rob Newkirk and Dan Shanley. We see your name all over the place in Catskill, so we're happy to be over here in Columbia County with you today. Tell us a little bit about it. When did you start over here, and what do you do over here?
We're batting cages. We have pitching mounds that you can practice from, and it's just a workout place. So you can train all season at baseball and softball.
Okay, and when did you start over here?
We opened in August.
That's right, because I remember we had talked over the summertime about it, and so people come over here now. What do they use this for? They use this for trainings and things. Tis the season for Little League, right?
I can tell you right now, we're grateful he opened this place up because the field's a mess. We've been able to have practice our team's been having practice for over a month already.
Okay.
We just picked up some new kids, so it's nice to be able to start practicing so they can become a team and be ready for the spring season. I strongly encourage every Little League team to come over here. You can call Rob or message me. We'll get you over here in a time slot.
Okay, so how can they get in touch with you, Rob?
My phone number is 518-965-5115.
Okay.
And they can call me, and I will.
On our Live with Matt, Heather, and Jamie Facebook page.
All right.
You have a Facebook page as well?
Yep, we have a Facebook page.
So we'll share that as well for our folks at home. They can check you out there as well.
All right, cool.
Now, I don't know if Matt's ready for this. You know, it's been a long time since Matt has taken a bat in his hand and has attempted to do this. We talked about this on our Facebook Live. Yeah. Now we're going to show our audience here a little preview of what Matt's going to do. I see you got home plate behind you here, right?
Yep,
you got the pitcher's mound. First base drills. Okay, we got the first base drills. So they're throwing, they're catching, you know, they're hitting the ball, and I guess I'm ready to give it a try.
I'll give you Wes. Give Mr. Luvera your batting helmet.
Oh my, batting helmets.
It's my house, come on, turn it up. Hear a knock on the door and the night begins. Cause we've done this before, so you come on in. Make yourself at my home, tell me where you been. Pour yourself something cold, baby, cheers to this. Sometimes you gotta stay in, and you know where I live. Yeah, you know what we is. Sometimes you gotta stay in.
How fast is this going? 60 miles an hour. Now, is there a particular stance? I hold the bat like this?
No, like this.
On the bottom? Like
No, your left hand goes on the bottom.
Left hand, right hand. On
Your
top.
knuckles have to be in the bottom.
Lock it together?
No,
Okay,
yeah, one more, bud. Like that, yeah.
Not like this?
No.
Maybe that's what I was doing wrong. Proper stance. Bend my knees a little bit. A bit closer? Yeah. I don't want it to hit me. All right, settle down. That was a little low.
Sometimes you gotta stay in, and you know where I live. Yeah, you know what we is. Sometimes you gotta stay in. Welcome to my house, baby, take control now. We can't even slow down.
Thank you. Did I do good? So, you boys called me out last week. Okay? Sent me that video. Matt's here. Luvera's here.
Yeah.
And we did a little hitting. How did I do?
You got like 4 hours.
For my first time, 4 out of 6. That's not bad. You know,
60 miles.
must be the helmet in the back.
60 miles per hour.
60 mile an hour ball. There you go.
47.
Too old. Listen.
47.
I know it.
Not even close.
Do your thing. Hey,
You're going to teach me how to pitch the ball, right?
Yeah.
I never pitched before. Actually, I pitched during kickball in school. No, the kids always complain. But anyway. All right, so let's show us how it's done. All right.
Hear a knock on the door and the night begins. Cause we've done this before, so you come on in.
I don't have any gloves. I have gloves to go out in the cold with. This is spring training here. All right, so I hold it like this. All right, now what?
Show me what you got.
Well, no. What am I supposed to do? I'm here up on the mound. Up on the mound.
Pick one.
Okay. Wow. I don't know if I can spread my legs like that. It's been a while since I've done Pilates. All right, so I'm stretching like that. Full position.
Play that music too loud. Show me what you do.
I made it. Not bad. He said not bad.
Here, just have to be on the road. Go here. Goes back.
Okay.
Leg goes up.
Okay, leg goes fast did I pitch him?
Maybe he's like 40.
40? Not 60, 70?
No, like 30.
I did make it over the base.
He did.
Yeah, there you go. All right, thanks, guys. This was fun. Call me out and being here. All right? All right, good. All right, we're down here at the Catskill High School. We're up on stage, and we got our choreography director and assistant director to the play. Marcus is with us again. Marcus, nice to see you again this year. And, of course, the one and only Michelle Storrs is making her return doing this production again this year. How many productions have you done here in Catskill High School?
This is my 5th production.
5th one. I think we've come to every one, haven't I? You spun me around on a couch. You put me on some type of car. I was on something. What was that, Grease?
Yeah, Grease.
Yeah,
was
what
the
else
car.
was I? What else was I on? I can't remember. But all these, I was on a boat. Yeah, we were all over the place. And, of course, we've got 2 Catskill High School students, Alexa Powell.
Hi.
Got everybody, and
Magnus.
Magnus Bush is here joining us as well. These are the stars of the show, right? Are you the lead roles here? We got the princess, right?
Belle.
Oh, Belle. Oh, what is this show anyway? I thought it was Annie. What show is this?
We are Disney's Beauty and the Beast.
Disney's-
The Broadway musical.
The Broadway musical of Beauty and the Beast. Okay. And, of course, we have the lovely Belle here. And I'm guessing you're the Beast.
Yep.
And, man, a few words. But anyway, yes, that's why we're here, because that show is this weekend. Tell us about the times, this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, right?
Right. So we have Friday and Saturday evening. Curtain is at 7 p.m. Sunday is our matinee at 2 o'clock.
Matinee at 2 o'clock. Okay. And I hope to be here. I'm trying to come here on the Saturday production once
right.
again. Now, tell us, Jamie and I took a walk around the set here a little while ago, and we saw a lot of the different things. We've got some surprises for people.
That's right.
Okay, when they show up here.
That's right.
But how did this all come about? Why did you pick Beauty and the Beast? What'd you guys come up with here? You guys decided, or?
We'd love to, but
The students never have a say in the shows.
Okay, never have a say. Wow.
So,
That's a real democracy, right?
well, every year I pick a show that best suits the current student body that we have. And I always said when I took over this position that I would never do Beauty and the Beast. The costumes are crazy to create and build. The set is monstrous, and the magic effect, and so it's a huge undertaking. So I always said I would never do this show, but looking at the seniors that we have in the cast, we have 14 seniors in this cast.
Wow.
And the musical talent that they have, I knew that if I did not pick this show, years down the road I would have regretted not doing this show with them.
All right,
So
great. And Marcus, what's been your experience here? Now we've got some clips of everybody. I saw you film or working with the students earlier, but what do you got to say about it?
I love working with the students here. Previously I was working with Cooksaki, and then I came here and started working with Catskill, and now I'm only at Catskill. So I love working here. I love working with Michelle mostly. She got me to come down, and here I am. We have a lot of fun with her.
I call her.
Exactly. So I like it. I like it a lot.
Okay, great. Now you guys have been rehearsing. How long is it taking you to memorize all these lines here?
Oh
You're still
boy,
memorizing.
he knew my lines sooner than I knew my lines.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
What's the matter with you here?
Got a lot
Must have been that 4th grade teacher didn't help you too much. Eh? All right, and are you excited about this?
Oh, absolutely.
Man, a few words.
I'm very excited.
Very excited.
Yeah.
Okay, and Jamie and I are excited to be here as well. Jamie, are you ready for this production here?
I am.
I mean,
one of my favorites.
it's one of your favorites. Are the kids coming, or?
The kids are coming. I won't be here, but the kids are coming.
Oh, excuse us. Well, Matt will be here.
Yeah, you're going to take my children, correct?
I don't know. I think I already did that once,
You're
didn't
going
I?
to take one of them.
I think I already did that. But anyway, I babysat them. So we're happy to be here. Come check us out this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And what's the phone number here people can call?
518-943-2300.
There we go.
Children 4 and under are free, but they do need a paper ticket. And new this year, we have premier ticketing, which is $15. You're guaranteed an assigned seat in the first 4 rows of each section.
Does
Plus-
Matt get a premier ticket for being here?
I'll let you know.
Oh, excuse us. Okay, all
But
right.
the premiere ticketing, because it is assigned, the audience does need to contact myself directly here at the high school for that assignment. And each premiere ticket also gets a voucher for a free candy item at the concession stand.
Excuse us.
And those are $15.
Well, we are very excited about this, and we'll see everybody here. Thanks for inviting us onto your stage here. Sometimes, I have to appear that I'm at least as tall as Mrs. Storrs. I'm not like one of her kids.
Well,
All right. Thanks a lot, guys. This was a lot of fun. All right. So we had a lot of fun this week, and I wanted to thank Marcus Molinaro for coming up here from Poughkeepsie. Thank Rob Newkirk and Dan Shanley and all the kids for having us over there at HITS. And, of course, Michelle Storrs and Marcus for giving us a little tour and preview of Beauty and the Beast this weekend at the Catskill High School. So, Scott, thanks for being here.
Always a pleasure.
See you next week.
Yes.
Big show next week.
Yeah.
And I hope everyone has a good week. See everybody next week.
Take care.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel. I forgot to add that in there.